If I could have your attention. As you know, it's a long, fun night. But I would like to welcome everyone to the SouthWest Edgecombe Athletic Banquet and Hall of Fame Banquet for the year 2019. For some of you that have not met our new administration, I'm going to welcome them. Dr. Tara Parker. We have Siobhan Brown, our assistant principal, and Monique Manson, assistant principal. And certainly I'm going to welcome our former Hall of Famers. You'll be recognized later on when Dr. Parker welcomes our special guest. I want to welcome our coaching staff, who's worked certainly hard all year. I want to welcome our parents, because without you, the athletes would not be here. And certainly want to welcome the student athletes. This is your night to shine. And we know the food's going to be great. I'm going to thank Abrams for catering and giving us a great meal. And I know he's going to give us that great price this year, too, that he's been giving us. But we do appreciate Gerald Abrams is actually one of our former Hall of Famers. And I know Jerry does a lot of it now, but we do appreciate everything that Abrams Barbecue has done for our school. But again, I'd like to welcome everyone. At this time, Jonathan Cobb is going to give our invocation. We're going to first, after the invocation, the Hall of Fame tables, our administration, and then coaching staff will go first.
All right, let us pray. Oh Lord, our God, Almighty Creator, we humbly beseech Thee to bless this, our present undertaking as we gather together as a community of student athletes, parents, family, coaches, school administrators. We ask for your continued blessings, O Lord. Bless us with your strength, your wisdom, and your grace. We thank you for this food we're about to receive. Ask that you bless it to the nourishment of our bodies. In Christ's name we pray. Amen. Amen.
At this time, I'd like our administrative table, our Hall of Fame table, our coaching staff to please, they'll get up first and get in line. As soon as they're served, they will get everybody up first. They can back in their staff with their duties done. If we could have your attention now, everybody would have a seat. We'd like to get this Hall of Fame program started. We can have everybody please be seated and get quiet. Everybody get quiet, please. People in the back, if you'll have a seat. Okay, at this time, Dr. Tara Parker will introduce and recognize some special guests tonight before we have our Hall of Fame induction.
Good evening. I'll try again. Good evening. Good evening. There we go. I just want to take a minute. We don't want to hold everybody here all night, but we do have special guests and some of our former inductees of the Hall of Fame here with us tonight. So we're going to start class of 2006, represented by his wife, Ms. Shirley Jackson. We have Arthur Jackson. If you could please stand, Ms. Jackson. For class of 2007, we have our former superintendent of Edgecombe County Schools, Mr. Lee Hall. And the first principal of SouthWest Edgecombe, which I said tonight was just a few years ago, Mr. Cecil Long. Class of 2008, we have Coach Delphine Mabry. Class of 2014, we have all of our inductees from that year, Mr. Gerald Abrams, Ms. Phyllis Warren Battle, and Ms. Sam Warren. We also have some special guests here that have really helped make our Cougar Athletics program successful this year? Oh, 2009, I'm sorry, we have Mr. Teddy Williams. We do have special guests that help our Cougar Athletics program this year be successful. We'll start with Sheriff Atkinson. I know I saw him earlier in the back of the room. He's around here somewhere. Mr. Greg Todd, former coach at SouthWest. Mr. Butch Dancy, who helps with all of our video and camera work for SouthWest. And we also have Mr. Tom Ham from Wilson Daily Times. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Okay, we will start our official Hall of Fame induction. This is the class of 2019. What I'm going to do is I'll call each one of them up here individually, and then I'll ask each one of them to speak just a few words of wisdom or encouragement to our student athletes. I think this is an excellent opportunity. I like to combine the athletic banquet and the Hall of Fame because this is a lot about our history. We've had a rich tradition in athletics at SouthWest Edgecombe, and we want it to continue. And this is an opportunity for our athletes to be inspired. And maybe they'll be up here someday. So first we'll begin with Dominique Hudson, if she will come forward. I'm going to say a little bit about her, because I know you can read the program, but these are some highlights of her career. Dominique was born in Bridgeport, Connecticut, so thankful she came to North Carolina, because that UConn could have gotten her, you know that? So anyway, she graduated from SouthWest Edgecombe in 2007. She graduated from Gardner-Webb in 2011 with a Bachelor of Science in Sports Management, and I'm very proud of her getting that college degree. She was certainly an interview that were around that back in the era of 2004 and 2007. She was a standout in women's basketball at SouthWest Edgecombe. She scored 1,178 points in her high school career. She was automatically all-conference every year. I didn't even need to list that. She led her team to a 2A state title in 2005. She led her team also to a 3A state runner-up, 3A runner-up in 2007. Her high school jersey, number 12, was retired in 2007. Some other highlights: she was MVP Eastern Regionals 2005. She was named All-Area in every newspaper for I don't know how many years. She was also named one of the 100 top female athletes in North Carolina when the Athletic Association had their 100-year celebration. And we've had a lot of great female athletes, and that was certainly a big honor. She signed a full Division I grant and aid with Gardner-Webb University. She went on to Gardner-Webb and led them to a conference championship in an NCAA Division I tournament game in 2011. At Gardner-Webb, she is the 5th all-time leading scorer, and she still leads Gardner-Webb in career assists and steals. She's was a 3-year assistant coach and recruiting coordinator at Gardner-Webb. She's been an assistant coach in 2016 at North Carolina A&T, where I understand they were conference champions, and they did make an NCAA appearance. She's played for semi-pros basketball team for 4 years. I'm sure I've missed some things, but couldn't put it all on the paper. I would like her family to stand up and be recognized. Great friends with her mom, Gwen. We always have this story about Rocky Mount tried their best to recruit them. We know Rocky Mount is. But she did, Gwen said she was glad they came to SouthWest Edgecombe. And these two young ladies were special to me, but we certainly had our run-ins that freshman year, didn't we? I had to threaten to kick one of them off the team. It's either my way or the highway. But they came a long way. They ended up being pretty nice people. So at this time, Dominique Hudson, if you'll come up to receive your Hall of Fame induction award and then give our young people a few words of advice.
Good evening. First, I just want to say thank you to Coach Langley and all the athletic staff here at SouthWest. They certainly helped mold the person I am today. You know, as far as words of encouragement for the current athletes and stuff like that, I would say listen to your coaches. Because like Ms. Langley said, my 9th grade year, freshman year, we did have a little hard time as far as discipline goes, but I will say that, out of all the championships and stuff that I won, and the rings, and, all the accomplishments athletically, I would say I'm more proud of who I am today as a person, that I can take what I learned from athletics and apply it to any field. I'm no longer involved in coaching college basketball, but I am in a professional career where I work with Verizon. I'm a business account specialist right now. But I see how, going on my second career, I see how the things that I was taught from my coaches and, that discipline that, especially Miss Langley and Delphine instilled in us, it carries over. It's not just athletics, it'll carry over anything. So, my success in basketball, it also helps with my success in my professional career. And I'm actually in the middle of about to get a promotion, so I'm excited about that. But I do want to thank, you all for actually being there and actually feeding my passion with basketball, because you can't be a part of a coaching staff that, doesn't understand that. And Coach Langley and Delphine did, and they actually, helped mold the person I am today. So for all you athletes, like I said, listen to your coaches. They're not just yelling at you. And, I guess some of y'all might think y'all coaches are crazy, but it really does pay off in the long run. So just listen to them and, be the best you can be every day. And, have fun, because athletics, it is short-lived. I wish I could go back sometimes, but I do. I'm thankful that I gave my all while I was playing, so I was able to accomplish a lot. But listen to your coaches and play hard and have fun and just be the best you can be every day. That's all I have to say.
Next, we will have Monique Hudson, class of 2019. Come forward, please. You're not seeing double. Some of this is going to be very similar. But again, there are some differences. But again, Monique Hudson was born in Bridgeport, Connecticut. She graduated from SouthWest Edgecombe in 2007. She graduated from Gardner-Webb with a degree in business administration in 2011. Monique is our 4th all-time leading scorer at SouthWest with 1,760 points as a shooting wing guard and backup point guard. She led her team again to a state title in 2005. She also led her team to a 2A state title, to a 3A state title, runner-up in 2007. She was the MVP in 2005 in the state title game. In 2007, she was the regional MVP. She was also voted the most outstanding player in the 2007 state championship game. As her sister, her high school jersey, number 15, was retired in 2007. I know we surprised them. We pulled it on them that year. In fact, I found the article last night where they were just crying when they found out about it. She also signed a full athletic grant and aid with Division I Gardner-Webb University. Again, went on to help Gardner-Webb, led them to a conference title and an NCAA tournament playoff appearance in 2011. Monique was also one of the top 100 female athletes in North Carolina for the Athletic Association. It was a 100-year celebration, and they were honored. She also played professional basketball in Poland for a year. She served as an assistant coach at Shawan University for 2 years. She serves as a Nike EYBL coach for Carolina Flames for the last 3 years. She has served as a finance representative for Fidelity Investments. She's put that business degree to work. And she currently is a claims adjuster for Horace Mann. So at this time, we would like to honor Monique Hudson, number 15, with her Hall of Fame award. And we'd also like for her to give the student athletes here some words of encouragement. Monique came to visit me at one of our ball games. It means a lot when your kids come back and see you from time to time. I've been very blessed that I've got a family. And they would have made the alumni game this year, but I know they called and said they had some other things they had to do, but she did come by and stop at one of our ball games.
Oh my God, I'm so nervous. Well, guys, I won't try to take up too much of your time, but as far as words of encouragement, see some kids back here that I coach, Delphine's grandson, and also one of them. Guys, but what I would want to say to you as far as athletic goes and also transitioning into real life, like my sister said, athletics is short-lived. You know, you are older, a lot longer than you are younger. You know, so the things that Miss Langley has taught us, using basketball, Delphine, my mom, I want to give a big thanks to my mom because she sacrificed a lot for us throughout the years, and also, you know, my aunt who's no longer here with us, she passed away in October 2017. Somebody else who was also a big contributor in our life when it comes to us sticking with basketball. I would want to say to you guys that, you know, make sure that you're doing the right thing. And you're doing the right thing for not only you, but the people around you. Because it affects everyone. You know, raindrops make a puddle. And I would say that, you know, growing up, I was a trouble kid. I did have a hard time listening to authority. And, you know, at the beginning, even when I graduated school, I still had problems with authority. Because I like to be in control. I won't lie to you guys. I won't lie to you. But I see now that, you know, when you are humble, when you're humble in your work ethic, when you are listening to your superiors, you know, because now I'm a superior to a lot of kids. Like Ms. Hunter said, I coach with the Nike EYBL team for the last 3 years. And sometimes I see myself in those kids. And so what I would want to say to you guys is make sure that you are always listening to your coaches. Always be humble, and always making sure that you're making the right decisions, not only for yourself, but for the people around you as well, because it's going to affect everybody. And also, in the long run, it'll be better for you. And I've been able to take the things that I learned from basketball and apply them to different careers. I worked at Fidelity Investments as a financial advisor. Now I'm a claims adjuster for Horace Mann, and Horace Mann is, we're big on educators. I don't know if any of you guys in here have Horace Mann insurance, but you know, they are our main customers, teachers, educators, people who work in the school system. So I talk to a lot of you guys on the phone, not specifically people maybe from SouthWest. I don't know if you guys have anything, but that's what we serve. We serve educators, and it's been a journey. It's been a journey, and I'm looking forward to continuing on my life and bettering myself and making sure that my family's better off because of, you know, everything that they gave to me. I want to make sure that I can pour into them, especially because now I have a niece. I have somebody who's looking up to me. So I just want to say thank you to Ms. Langley for, you know, installing a lot of different things in me and installing discipline. And I want to say thank you to Delphine for always being right there, keeping it real with us. You know, never not telling us the truth. She always kept it real and always told us how it was. And I definitely want to thank my mom for all the long nights, sacrificing, taking off work, never missing a game, always there front row, always being there to support me and my sister. And even with them being here now, the most important thing to me was that my mom and my sister was here tonight. So I just want to say thank you to your mom, thank you Ms. Langley, thank you Delphine for choosing us. It
always makes you proud when you see those that you coach go out and do well. Just makes you very proud. That's what it's all about, coaching and education. All right, now, our next Hall of Fame inductee, Joseph Williams. Did I have your family stand? I think I had Monique's family and Dominique's family stand, didn't I? And now, let's everybody with Joe's family, please stand. Okay, one unique thing is his dad was also a Hall of Fame here. Joseph Williams does have football background, but he's been inducted as a SouthWest Edgecombe Athletics supporter. We have that category, and I think because of his support comes from the fact that he has a passion for athletics, and he has a passion for SouthWest Edgecombe. That's what it comes about. But Joseph Williams is an Edgecombe County resident all of his life. Graduated from SouthWest Edgecombe in 1988. Received a degree from Pitt Community College. Played football at SouthWest Edgecombe all 4 years. He played offensive line and defensive line while he was at SouthWest. And his teams, they won 3 conference championships during that era. He has done a lot of coaching in the county. He coached football at South Edgecombe and West Edgecombe middle schools. And he also coached JV and varsity football at Southwest Edgecombe for a total of 31 years. And that's outstanding. During his coaching at Southwest, he has been involved in 11 conference championships and 21 playoff appearances. He has also served as a coach and athletic director for the Cougar Cubs. I'm sure y'all familiar with that. He had a lot to do with his dad, and Joe had a lot to do with getting that organization started, and it's still thriving. So that's certainly a lot to be proud of. That organization has been a backbone for our community and our football program. In addition, he is vice president of Moore Paint and Wallpaper. And because of that, we've been very fortunate. He has donated paint, and he's painted our football field center logo for all home games for the past 30 years. So when you go out there and you see that beautiful design in the middle of the football field, that's because of Joe. And we certainly appreciate that. He's also given his years for keeping our Fabulous 50 board updated. He donated those nice rosters, those boards that we have in the gym, and that we put the rosters on every year. He is a tremendous booster recently for the painting and remodeling of our newly renovated weight room. If you haven't had a chance to see that weight room, you really need to see it. But he's put a lot of time and effort in that also. There's so many things he's done for this school, I can't even name them all. But he's always been in the background doing things and didn't want any credit. I will do this one little quick story. I have to say this. He met his wife. He can thank me for that wonderful marriage. He met her through we used to do square dancing and line dancing in the gym. And he was too shy to ask anybody, basically to ask anybody to dance. Back then, I guess you had to get a partner, and you were lucky, But that's how he met his wife, Tammy. And it was just instant magnetism or whatever, it's magic. And but he credits our square dancing for that. Mr. Jackson, who helped me coach during those years, he loves square dancing. And but that's how they met. And so we appreciate you loaning Joe to us on all these occasions you have. He's also actively involved in the Oakdale Baptist Church with young people. We just loves young people. Like I say, his passion is SouthWest Edgecombe. Now, he wrote me a big book. I couldn't put it all in here. But his passion is SouthWest Edgecombe athletics. And I'd like at this time for Joseph Williams to come forward and receive his Hall of Fame induction award.
Say a few words of wisdom, that's all. I don't have many words. I'm not a poet. public speaker. Jonathan's been making fun of me for the last 2 weeks, so I got to get up here and talk. I would like to thank you, Miss Langley, the athletic council. It's a great honor. I think you know how much it means to me. And my fellow coaches over there know how much it means to me. My family does. I do love SouthWest. I love everything about it, the school. I love my principal here and my superintendent. Been a long time ago. It's been 31 years of coaching. And then you had 4 years of coming to school here. When you love something, when somebody gives you something like I got received the 4 years I was here from my coaches, just like the girls talked about. Matter of fact, I put the girls' name on the boards in the gym several times. I knew exactly who Dominique and Monique was, but she told me that they were going to be inducted too. But when coaches that you play for all these years in school do so much for you and give you something, all you want to do is give back. And you want to return the favor. So for the last 31 years, that's what I've done out here. For what the school gave me, yeah, I painted the football field logo. Learned that from my dad. He started doing that when I was in school. I've coached several kids, 30 years on a football team, average about 30 kids a team, and tell them how many kids I coached. You don't know how it makes you feel when you run into somebody, and you might not remember their name after, 4,000 or 5,000 people that you coach, but you know their face. And they come up to you and they say, Coach Williams, I appreciate what you taught me, when you coached me. It means a lot. These other coaches will tell you that. Coaches don't coach for money. You coach for the love of the game and for the love of the kids and for what you can pass along. So I guess if I could say anything to the student athletes here today, remember what you learned while you're at this place. From your coaches, from your teachers, from your administrators. Remember what they give you. And when you're blessed, old enough and blessed like I am, to give back, give back. Return the favor to the next generation of kids. When Miss Langley told me I was going to be inducted, I went and told Coach Cobb, I said, well, Miss Langley said I was going to get inducted into the Athletic Hall of Fame, and so I asked her, could I retire now? Coach Cobb said, if you retire, we're going to take it away. But I'll still be coaching. I'll coach until they make me leave, I reckon. But anyway, once again, Miss Langley, well, first let me thank my wife. My daddy told me, make sure you thank your wife. Because without her blessing, I wouldn't have been able to do this for 31 years. She raised 3 kids during the football season without me. My 3 kids grew up on the football field because they would go with me to practice and go with me to games, and they still do. This is my mother-in-law sitting beside my wife, and I thank you for Tammy. My daddy and his girlfriend Susan, they're 2 of the biggest Cougar football supporters you ever seen. It don't matter if we're playing in Elizabeth City, or we're playing home, or we're playing at High Point at T.W. Andrews. They're going to be there, and they're going to be in the bleachers watching. I thank y'all for that. But thank you again, Miss Langley, and I really appreciate it.
Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to ask, make sure our Hall of Fame individuals, we got a room, we're going to take you to a room. I guess it's consumer science, I used to call it home ec area. We'll let you be there and be interviewed when it's Wilson Daily Times. I don't know if Van Holland was able to get here or not. You might call me on the phone tonight. You may end up calling y'all, but I'll give you, make sure you leave your phone numbers. In addition, I would like to ask all of our, everybody to go down to the
If you look in your program, it says scholar athlete. In order to be a scholar athlete, the athlete must have completed varsity sport during the 2000, it should be actually 2018-19 school year, so I apologize for that, and maintain a minimum 3.5 unweighted GPA. So I think that's what's some of you, that in the scholar athlete, what we do for the athletic association is unweighted. So that's why some of your names are not on the list. So it's an unweighted GPA for scholar athlete. Okay, so what I'm going to ask now, as I call your name, you'll come forward and receive a scholar athlete pin. Again, you must have completed the season, and you must have 3.5 unweighted. So everybody just come up here and stand and receive their pin. Austin Brooklyn, Jada Matter, Claire Boswell, Boss Break, Destiny Bridgers, Elijah Bridgers, Parker Brown. Please show your applause to the end. Jordan Clayton, Bailey Davis, Shaquille Dunn, Yvonne DeAndre, Brianna Garbrandt, Jakaya Glass, Tanaya Gunter, Caleb Hadley, Hania Halil, Joseph Hernandez, Parker Hopgood. Please wait on applause. Everybody will hear your name called. Taylor Hopgood, Alexis House, Xavier Huzzy, Kaylee Jernigan, Elizabeth Johnson, Patrick Jones, Kelsey Kazmarek, Taryn Newsom, Trent Lewis, Khalil Lynch, Gabby Mercado, Dejanay McCray Annie, Adrian McKinney, Javon Mendoza, Braden Mobley, Shania Moore, Leah Mullen, Dakota Newberry, Caitlin Penwell, Tatiana Petaway, Janaya Pittman, Madison Pope, Devarier Pride, Casey Rhodes, Brandon Rodriguez, Emma Rogers, Dorian Ruffin, Sandra Segura, Alani Smallwood, Abigail Stewart, Jada Stimson, Casey Strickland, Mary Taylor, Davis Wainwright, Mary Anna Warren, Travis Warren, Hilton Webb, Reagan Webb, Joshua White, Nevaeh Williams, Deja Winters, Tanner Whitted, Chase York. Now these is all based on first semester unweighted 3.5 GPA. So let's have an applause for our scholar athletes. At this time, we would like to recognize even though we do call it now the male and female scholar athlete of the year, that it's based on 4 years. The criteria is that the person had to do at least 2 varsity sports 3 out of their 4 years. That's the first criteria. Once we do that, it's just pretty much the highest GPA. We have certainly a lot of worthy candidates that this is the highest that met that criteria. Some maybe did 1 sport for 4 years, but they did do at least 2 for 3 out of 4. Okay, the first one, our female scholar athlete of the year, she did play volleyball and softball all 4 years of her career. She also swam 2 years. It's a female scholar athlete, 4-year award winner, and it's a senior, of course, it's always a senior. It's Casey Strickland. Our next athlete, male athlete of the year, did football over 4 years. He also did baseball. He did that all 4 years. Anything else? Was it golf? He did golf. No golf. And Tanner did football and baseball all 4 years. He is a super athlete in person. And so for our 4-year award is Tanner Witt. Casey Strickland and Tanner Witt are both fine young men and women. This is a big honor. We used to call it senior class, but now it's called a 4-year Cougar Award. The only way that you can receive this award is to have played a sport for at least 4 years. That could be JV 2 years, varsity 2 years in the same sport. But it's a little more neat when somebody who just played 1 year sport. So this is a new thing, 4-year Cougar Award. Okay, the first one, Kevin Braswell. Baseball for 4 years. See here. Okay, 4-year awards like Ken Callahan, football all 4 years. Is that here? Jordan Clayton, football, 4-year Cougar Award. Jordan Clayton. Jarrell Collins, 4-year football award. If you'll please stand up here, please. Darnell Cancel, football 4-year award. Please stay up here so that somebody take pictures of everybody. Darius Daniels, 4-year football award. Brandon Davis, 4-year football award. Shaquille Dunn, 4-year basketball award. Shakaya Glass, 4-year basketball and outdoor track award. She was 4 years in 2 sports. please calm down a little bit, athletes, leave our names. I'll continue in your quiet. 4-year award Milton Hunter in football. 4-year award Kelly Jernigan, volleyball. We're receiving another scholarship or award with Farm Bureau tonight, so I think she made it back. Lori Jones, 4-year award in basketball. Kelsey Kasmerick, 4-year award in soccer. Four-year award Hadia Hanel, 4 years in cheerleading. Four-year award Anaya Harris in cheerleading. Four-year award Jay Lewis, football. I know he's not here tonight, his brother's graduating from Wake Forest University. Jay Lewis was football and basketball 4 years. 4-year award David Manzo, soccer. Four-year award Andrea Malaquez Salinas for participation in soccer. Four-year award for Denisha Pittman, soccer. Denisha Pittman. Four-year award to Gloria Prime, football. Four-year award, Ryan Scott, baseball. It's baseball. Jacob Smith, 4-year award, football, indoor track, outdoor track. That's a three sport. Four-year award, Jamari Staten, football. Four-year award, Casey Strickland, volleyball and softball. Four-year award, Larry Taylor, football. Four-year award, Mary Taylor, volleyball. Four-year award, Janie Wallace, tennis, softball. Four-year award to Nazi Williams, football. Four-year award, Tanner Riddick, football, baseball. Four-year award, Chase York, cross country. Now let's please applaud. I do want to say thank you to all that received that award. It seemed like yesterday you just were freshmen, and now you get ready to graduate. At this time, if you have your program, we will start doing our individual team sports, and your Coach Moore, Victoria Moore, will be doing JV and varsity cheerleading awards.
Talia Lynch. Xavier Williams. Bashir Manning. McKenna Beard. Deja Woodruff. Two awards given out. The Coach's Award goes to McKenna Beard. And the Most Improved Award goes to United. Now, all varsity cheerleaders over here. All right, for the varsity cheerleaders, we have Michaela Garrett. Shemante Warren. Heidi Hamo. Anaya Harris. Gracie Hudson. Deja Hudson. Lacey Moore. Austin Moss. Tatiana Fenway. Janaya Pittman. Rashira Dixon. And Deja Woodruff. Award, most dedicated is Austin Moss. Best all-around cheerleader is Anaya Harris. Most valuable cheerleader, Gracie Hudson. Most spirited / energetic cheerleader, Heidi. And best sportsmanship award goes to Lisa Moore. Congratulations.
really was that we thank Lincoln and Terry Parker for bringing the community of the coach this year. Looking forward to coming up with this time with the SouthWest coming up. There will be one boys. This year will be Austin Stubbler. So MVP will be Hunter Hopkins. Most improved this year will be Joe Taylor. Thank you, guys.
This year we had a rebuild season, but we still played hard. We ended up going 15-6, 6-4 conference. These girls played hard. We did every match. Had a good season. Had a great time. J.D. Henner, Brianna Gabriel, Madison Pope, Anaya Bullock, Marianne Warren, Ashley Gardner, Raven Owens, Caitlin James, Kaylee Mayo, Denisha, give me my right, Nan, got to close, Jordan Lynch, Brooklyn Austin. We had our co-MVP this year. First one is going to Brianna Gabriel. Our second one goes to Marianna Warren. And this year, best freshman played really hard. Rookie of the Year, Brooklyn Austin. That's it. Thank you, girls.
With the 2018 varsity volleyball team, please come forward. The varsity girls volleyball team had a great year. We ended up 12-9 and fourth in the conference, which that was pretty good. So the certificate goes to Taryn Nixon, Clara Boswell, Katie Jernigan, Kelsey Calhoun, Mary Taylor, Jada Banner, Khalil Lynch, Dakota Newberry, Lexus House, Casey Strickland, Nevaeh Williams, Taylor Hopgood, managers, Shania Moore, William Pitt. We had 2 all-conference awards. One goes to Lexus House and Jada Bell. Our individual award goes to, the first one goes to Best Setter. The Setter Award goes to Dakota Newberry. Most improved player for the volleyball team this year was Taryn Nixon. I'm sorry, y'all. Taryn Nixon. The Best Bronco Award goes to Jada Banner. This is the Best All-Around Award / MVP. I mean, this award just speaks for itself. This goes to Lexus House. Thank you. For our girl MVP for the year, it was Lizzie Johnson.
Will the 2018-19 wrestlers come up? Jeffrey Claiborne, Zach Carroll, Timothy Carter, T.R. Martin, Caleb Haley, Brandon Jackson, Kevon Lester, Terry Lewis, Bill Will. This award goes out to wrestler who was the most improved. When he got out of his way and stopped listening to his teammates when he was on the mat and started listening to himself, he did pretty good. Mr. Kevon Lester, this award goes out to this young man here. This is my first year coaching wrestling at SouthWest, and he hasn't had a whole lot. There was times that Coach Willis was going to get on the mat. We don't want to do that, but get on the mat. They didn't want to do no conditions, but get on the mat. Mr. T.J. Carter. Unfortunately, sometimes in sports, we have some injuries, and a lot of those things are hard to deal with. But we had a kid this year, he had a car accident. He had to go on wrestling, but he had a car accident. But he kept fighting, got cleared by the doctors, and came back. And I think he had the most wins this year, his third year wrestling at SouthWest, Mr. James Lewis. The last award goes to a young man. He wrestled this one kid from North Pitt 4 times this year. And I'm going to tell you, when those guys locked up, everybody in the gym were focusing on this match. Most outstanding wrestler at Tara Invitation. He was the EPC Wrestler of the Year. And he also was state qualified this year, Mr. T.R. Gardner.
And my sophomores, Jada Battle, Alani Smallwood, Nazia Dunn, Alexis Battle, Nate McKinney. My managers, Kelsey York, Jalea Moten, Amaya Bullock. We had 3 young ladies to make our conference this year. If they'll come forward, there's Selena Moody. We have Jada Barrow. And we have Nadia Nana, what we call it, Nana Dunn. These were our all-conference selections. For an outstanding manager, Kelsey York. The girls really appreciate you too. I have some awards to give tonight. The award is Team Before Self. This young lady gave me everything she had, and she never complained. She supported the team when she wasn't playing. She was on the bench. Just a great attitude. Laura Jones, Team Before Self. This was our best rebounder. Did my stats. Lead rebounder, Alani Smallwood. Defensive Player of the Year, Nazia Dunn. Number 1 down. Our Offensive Player of the Year, led with 16-some points a game. She would have probably made it 50,000 mark this year, but she was injured. She shot 60% from the floor. Our Offensive Player of the Year, Bailey Davis. Our best post player, lady in the middle, Selena Moody. And our most versatile player, led in the second leading scorer, led in steals, led in assists, most versatile player, Jada Banquet. Thank you, ladies, for a beautiful summer workout. That's very important summer workout.
JD International.
This guy left
high score on the team. He averaged about 6 points a game, but his execution of offense and defense was so good that I could rarely take him out of the ball game. Coach's award goes to all performance. This player is going to be our offensive player of the year. He was MVP of this Strawberry Christmas tournament. He averaged 16.1 points a ball game. Shot 66% from the floor this year. If we need to basket in the ball game, it's got to give it to us. Our offensive award goes to Cameron White. And our MVP, like it is what it is. This guy did everything that I asked him to do. He had to, he scored, he played defense, he handled the ball in critical situations, he played multiple positions on the court. His free throw average for the year was about 70%, but I guarantee the last 2 minutes of the game was close to 90%. This year, MVP goes to the bar.
Cross country first. If everybody in the cross country didn't get up here, please in the middle. We'll be a lot bigger. I coach a lot of sports, and 17 years cross country is one of the hardest ones. When other people get in trouble, their coach tells them to go run, and these guys show up practice. We do what other people do for punishment. Participation awards, Trey Ayers. Slade Hinton, Chase York, Gary Lynch, Parker Hopgood, Carter Sesson. Our first award, as you can see, we have a little struggle finding runners at SouthWest Edgecombe always recruiting. When we go out next year, I guarantee we'll start. I want to start out with our most dedicated. When you call somebody in August, it's 90 degrees, they're all heading out of the pool. It's hard to get runners. This guy did it every year. It's our only senior this year's most dedicated, Chase York. Always looking for new runners. This year's best new runner, very strong in the year, looking for bigger and better next season. This year's best new runner, Slade Hinton. And our most valuable runner, we actually finished all conference. And in this sport, that means you run against everybody in the conference. You must finish in the top 10 as an individual. He qualified as an all-conference runner, the MVP for this season, Trey Ayers. Round of applause for the men's cross-country team. If the varsity men's basketball team, please come forward. As they come forward, I'll go ahead and tell you a little about this team, so I don't waste your time. Last year, I think we won 5 games. Graduated one of the best players in the area. This year, we won 15 games, and we won the first playoff game in over a decade in men's basketball. We've got a lot of folks coming back next year. Very excited. Every other year, we've got almost 25, 30 guys in here. Good things are about to happen in the future. I want to start off with the Coach Bailey's already handing out the participation award. Appreciate it, Coach Bailey. We'll start out with all conference. Our first all-conference selection was Keyshawn Porter. Our second all-conference selection was Zay Mayo. Okay, I'm going to start out with the Leadership Award. This goes to someone who is an outstanding person on the court, off the court, in the classroom. This is going to give it away, I'm going to tell you. The person I handed this trophy to is going to USC Chapel Hill this year for free. In a game, if you need a bucket, he's going to get it. He gets a dirty bucket. It's one that nobody's going to brag about. He does it all. He's a hard worker. This year's Leadership Award goes to Shaquille Dunn. Yeah, I mentioned he is going for free. USC Chapel Hill. We got student athletes in the school, not just athletes. Up next, this guy was playing middle school basketball last year wearing navy and orange. Kept him on varsity, threw him on the court. You're either going to make it or you're not going to make it. He made it. In fact, he made a shot from right here with 0.03 seconds on the clock. This year's Rookie of the Year, Zay Mayo. Our next award, there's not many things on the basketball court more exciting. There's two things people like to see, dunks and three-pointers. This one right here, this guy liked it, he lit it up all year. Probably one of the most unexpected things from this season was how many times he lit it up. Against Tarver, when we whooped him in this gym, pulled him off the court with a standing ovation. I think he hit 6 or 7 3-pointers against the Vikings. They know what to do with him. Hit over 40 3-pointers this season, scored over 200 points. This year's best shooter, Slade Hitton. And he even outshoots me in PE class. I we didn't keep everybody today. And our last award, he can do it all. He can do it all. Sometimes awards, they make themselves, so it's an easy decision to make. The most valuable player, he can play defense, he can block your shot against that wall, he can dunk on your head, he can shoot. And college, you're starting to take notice. He's already got a Division I offer. That's full ride to play basketball. He's got it in other sports as well. But this year's most valuable player, Keyshawn Porter. Next season starts right now. Well, the ladies this year we went 12-5, had a great season. We're losing 2 seniors, so I've got a good support. Girls coming back next year. We're going to go for Madison Wilson, Kelly Bonnet, Casey Rose, Leanna Fletcher, Destiny Bridgers, Adam Stewart, Kelsey Kazmera, Karen Goodson, Andreas Felinas, Brandon Garbrandt, Jacob Adams. All right, we're going to hand out all conference. First one goes to Kelsey Casimir. Second one goes to Casey Rhodes. Brianna Garbrandt. And Denisha Pitt. All right, first one's going to go to top defensive player. That goes to Kelsey Casimir. Top offensive player goes to a person who's been second in conference 2 years now. That goes to Brandon Barber. And our MVP goes to a player that's put in a position that nobody wants to play. She led the conference, goals against 1.0. That goes to Casey Rose. And I'd like to thank Pam Casimir for driving, and Cannon for being involved with, and my assistant, Mr. Bridges.
Will Powell. Jabari Glad. Rich Young. Aaron Johnson. Laura Jones. David Williams. Tonight, Bishop. Alonzo Smallwood. David Williams. Tonight, Bishop. Tonight, Bishop. Sure, man. Most dedicated to a girl that always willing to correct somebody in their first line of the hall. I love it, yeah, every time. That's what we're doing. A senior that is willing to take care of his coach. Instead of being for the times I wasn't there, just like that. Was the first time I heard about. Those who hit the fire.
The next award is for a young man that give all and truly believe in himself and
And this award is named after Coach Jackson. It's the Arthur L. Jackson Award, and it goes to Larry Jones. The next award is for a young man that has come a long way. Still got attitude, but he has improved tremendously this year. And not just for him and grandson, but the more neighbor. If we can get everybody to step behind the podium, we did win the conference this year. So you guys go back and get your t-shirts. Thank you. Softball players, please come forward. Great group of young ladies right here. I want to introduce tonight our varsity softball players, Jane Wallace. Anderson Nichols. Christy Austin. Talia Lynch. Caitlin Finway. Austin Moss. Taylor Hopgood. Reagan Owens. Casey Strickland. Jordan Lake. James Simpson. Alexandria Moore. Jordan Lewis. And Brooklyn Austin. This year, we finished fourth in the conference. We have two all-conference players. Our two all-conference, like the conference says, is Taylor Hopgood and Casey Strickland. My first individual award goes out to a young lady who wasn't afraid to ask questions. Wasn't afraid to jump in no matter what it was and try anything. She wasn't scared of anything. And my first award goes to James Simpson. Even after she got hit in the head with the ball, she jumped right back in the play. My next award is the dedication award. It goes to a young lady from the time practice started till the end or the ball game started or finished. She was there giving everything that she had. No matter what you asked of her, she gave it her all. And this award goes to Jordan Lewis. My next award, this goes out to a young lady who had to step forward coming up playing varsity for her first year. It's the Rookie of the Year award. She had to pitch more games than I think she wanted to. She played first, she played left. She played a couple other places as well, but my Rookie of the Year award goes to Raven Owens. My MVP award goes to a young lady. She pitched, she caught, she led the team in batting averages and defense. My most valuable player award goes to Taylor Hopgood. My next award, Coach's Award, goes to a young lady. come forward, give it her all every day, became a leader, did what she needed to do, pushed her team. When something didn't go her way, she got upset because she wanted to win. My Coach of the Award goes to Casey Strickland. My last award is called the Versatility Award. This award goes to a young lady who played 6 of the 9 positions that we have on the field this year at some point this year. And I believe she would have played the other 3, at least tried to fix to get her life if I give her the opportunity. The Versatility Award goes to Jenny Wallace. Let's give everybody a big round of applause.
Being a first-year coach at SouthWest Edgecombe, I did not have any idea about players, who we have a team we will play. So my assistant coach, Mike Green, was a valuable resource for me in not only learning about the players, but the other team we play. So for him, I got a plaque says, Coach Mike, thank you for your valuable service to the SouthWest Edgecombe High School. They will be on 2019.
Jay can get his.
Before I start naming up the players, I just want to say thanks to the administration and the athletic department as a whole for helping me out. This is my first year. Thank you to the JV coaches for taking the load off my shoulders. Thank you to Coach Bobby Hawkins, he really helped out a ton this year. And thanks to the parents that all helped with the concession stand. Mr. Addition Roach for his help. First off, we have Michael Hussey. Daniel Borneo, Ron Scott, Kevin Braswell, Trey Ayers, Trent Lewis, Tanner Woodard, Jennifer Burks, Austin Summerlin, Lane Hodge, Alexander Ortiz, Caleb Joyner, and Cameron Ray. We have two all-conference selections. First is Mr. Joseph Bruce. And second is Trent Lewis. Our individual awards, we have our hitter of the year. Brought this guy up as a sophomore, threw it right to the fire. We had a joke at the beginning of the year that nobody's going to hit a home run this year, and he actually hit two. So our hitter of the year is Cameron Ray. Next we have our pitcher of the year. This guy really turned into our ace. He actually had 4 of our 8 wins and multiple other quality starts. That is Trent Lewis. And last but not least, our MVP, our unquestioned leader looking on and off the field, does anything we ask him to do, keeps everybody in check. That is Mr. Joseph Bruce. Thank you.
All the James football players come up. Zion Banks, Adrian Dixon, Sean Barlow, McGuire Barnes, Takagi Barnes, Jeffrey Bradley, Parker Brown, Dawson Sherry, Jeff Claiborne, Omarion Cooper, Amari Bailey, Milton Evans, Carlo Foreman, Jacob Fuller, Caleb Hammond, Jamari Hill, Emmanuel Hill, Brandon Jackson, Hunter Kidd, Dominique McNamara, Anthony Mays, Jaquez Parker, Naeem Smith, Deshaun Bigpen, Hilton Webb, Brandon White, Jake Martin, Darren Winross, all right, this young man played quarterback position and stepped in. I nicknamed Ice, Xavier Mayo. This young man here also played quarterback position. He's the most dedicated award, Jackson Lewis. You know, at SouthWest, we got a tradition, run the ball well. This is the running back award. It goes to Larry Jones. Let's go to the defensive side. We got the linebacker award. It goes to John Barrett. All right, SouthWest football, sometimes we have to play both sides of the ball. We have two young men who play both sides of the ball, which is called the Ironman Award. The two recipients for the Ironman Award are Keontae Hines and Matt Jordan. All right, guys, and once again, we are four-time Eastern Plains Conference champions, and we go with the t-shirt. I'd like to congratulate our baby on a wonderful season. Coach Warren, our head JV football coach, had a work engagement, and I'll be present. So we had another JV coach, Coach Warren, came out of the awards, and once again, congratulations, guys. Very proud of the accomplishment. This time with the varsity golf team, please, guys. All right. On the golf team this year, Mr. Parker Brown, Davis Wainwright, Chase Shore, Patrick Jones, Clark Thornton. All of these guys had a very good season. Golf isn't the easiest game in the world. We were fortunate to have one all-conference golfer. That's Parker Brown. And we had two players make the Eastern Regionals, Parker Brown and Davis Wainwright. First award we are going to give is the Coaches Award. This young man worked very hard on the golf course and always gives 150%. That's Davis Wainwright. And secondly, our Player of the Year, he had a good season. We're expecting big time things from him in the future is Parker Brown. All right. Before I call these guys up, varsity football, I'd just like to tell their parents as well as our players
just how rewarding of a football season it was for the coaching staff. The hard work, dedication, internal leadership made you a pleasure to coach. We truly had a team that was successful because they were not selfish. We played running back and handed the ball off like a kitty. And this was the most unselfish football team that I've ever had the privilege of coaching. We get a lot of these guys back. So we're excited, and tonight we want to honor many of them. We actually had 19 football players receive some kind of postseason honor. 19, so that's a lot. I wish I could get 19 or 20 or 21 trophies out tonight, but that's not possible. But I do want to recognize all of those honors. So if everybody bear with me. At this time, with the varsity football team, 11-3 conference champs, 4 times in a row, please go forward. All right, the membership on this team also includes any junior varsity players that were pulled up and finished the season with us. You guys can come forward too. These guys played for about 9 weeks with the junior varsity. Their season ended a little early, and they spent at least 5 weeks with us, if I'm not mistaken. We go Dominique Mack and Cooper. Jackson Lewis. Jaquan Wilkins. Anthony Mays. Darren Windross. John Barrett. Larry Jones, Keontae Hines, Hunter Kidd, give all of these guys a hand that we pulled up the head. Now in the middle of this group, we have one player we put up halfway through the season, and he was very good on both JV and varsity. Ended up starting for us. That's Matt Jordan.
Let's go, Matt!
Sophomore, we had on varsity this year, Baker, C.J. Johnson. Senior, Jamari Staten. DeAndre Ebron. Hasten Warren. Brandon Davis, a senior for us. Play defensive line. Darius Daniels, another senior defensive lineman. Hunter Bass. Caleb Taylor, senior defensive line. Landon Harrell. Marshall Griffin. A senior defensive lineman, pretty good football player, Middleton Hunter. We had a sophomore right tackle, did a great job, Jaden Richardson. And a junior right guard did a great job, Drake Hodges. We had a senior that I think if he hadn't been injured halfway through the season, really would have been up for some postseason awards. He's worked mighty hard to play football at SouthWest for 4 years. It's kind of heartbreaking to have a season-ending injury, but we're so proud of all of his accomplishments in football, and that's Devarier Fry. I'm going to start with these 19 guys that got postseason honors. The first, we appreciate our soccer coach locating us a kicker about halfway to 3/4 through the season. And once we got him, he did a great job. Even though he's doing it for the first time, we look forward to having him back this year. He made 24 extra points in that short period of time. That was our kicker, Hunter Hopkins. Hunter was Wilson Times honorable mention as a kicker. Next young man was a senior. He was Wilson Times honorable mention. He had 61 total tackles and 3 interceptions. He played safety for us. Ty Gunter. Next young man was a senior defensive tackle. He was Wilson Times honorable mention. He had 68 total tackles and 92 rushing yards. Played defensive line and fullback, Zachy Callahan. Next young man was a sophomore. He was Wilson Times honorable mention. He was in a big committee of running backs, like I mentioned before. He had 56 carries for 391 yards and 3 touchdowns. And that's Tayshawn Pittman. Next young man was a junior running back in that rotation. He was Wilson Times honorable mention as well. He already has 1 football offer. He had 47 carries for 497 yards and 11 rushing touchdowns, as well as 66 total tackles and 2 interceptions. That's Cortez Jones. Another running back, we had a lot of good running backs. Another pretty good running back for us was a senior. He was Wilson Times honorable mention as well. He had 47 carries for 497 yards, 69 carries for 827 yards and 7 rushing touchdowns. It was Jarrell Collins. Next up, this young man was voted the Eastern Plains Conference second team all-conference tight end. He was Wilson Times honorable mention. He did a great job for us blocking the tight end, and he also had 13 catches for 286 yards and 3 receiving touchdowns. That's Jaquez Dickens. The next young man is a senior defensive lineman. He earned the second team defensive line for the Eastern Plains Conference. We had a big group of D tackles that rotated as well, but he sort of stands out as having really greatly improved over the last 2 years. And we decided to give him an award, the most improved, Mr. Tanazi Williams. The next young man was Eastern Plains Conference, first team defense. He was second on our team in total tackles with 127. He was also the leader of our defense. He had a fantastic season. He's a junior. We are giving him a leadership award for all his hard leadership. It's Mr. Keith Gardner. Next young man defensive back for the Eastern Plains Conference. He was sort of short on the field, so everybody tried him, and they never liked the result. He's a junior. He's now played that position for 2 years and has another one coming up. And the defensive back award this year goes to the gentleman who was third on our team in tackles with 100 and 2 interceptions, Mr. Michael Hudson. We're fortunate to have a pretty good offensive line this year. Perhaps the ball in the air caught a lot of fans' eyes, but we still rush for our usual 4,000 yards. And so it's really hard to pick between offensive linemen. We're going to talk about 2 or 3. The first young man was a unanimous Eastern Plains Conference first team guard. All of the other coaches remember him. He was second on our team with pancake blocks for 22, and he's receiving the Pulling Guard Award tonight. It's a pretty big deal in Southwest football. That's Mr. Davis Wainwright. We have another lineman that's been excellent for us for a few years. He was our only senior on the offensive line. Played left tackle for us. He was Eastern Plains Conference second team offensive line, but he was also Wilson Times All-Area. He provided excellent tackle play for us, and we knew one way or another he would always get the job done. And we're giving him what we titled the SouthWest Edgecombe Toughness Award. That goes to Mr. Tanner Whitty. We had a third offensive lineman that we want to recognize that was also the Eastern Plains Conference first team. He led our team in pancake blocks. You know what pancake blocks are? When you drive down, you knock them down. You have to knock them to the ground. So it's always a competition. Who gets the most? That's what our offensive linemen are playing for sometimes. And so this young man had 28. He's got about 7 football offers already. I mean, he's a junior, but he's verbally committed to East Carolina, and he's getting our offensive line award tonight, Mr. Traquez Plowman. Every year we give an award in memory of Jason Calloway. And Jason went to school here quite a few years ago. He was an outstanding football player and wrestler who passed away. And we give an award in his memory for a kid every year that's kind of special in an intangible way to the football program. It's that kid who never quits, never complains, just works so hard and makes something of himself on the football field. And every year it seems to be a kid that fits perfectly, and certainly this young man does as well. He kind of came out of nowhere his senior year. Played inside linebacker for us. Really went downfield, hit people. He was selected as the Eastern Plains Conference first team linebacker. And he had 96 total tackles, and the recipient of the Jason Calloway Award this year is Mr. Larry Taylor. Our next young man was in that big stable of running backs, but he was also pretty crucial in defense for us. He was selected as Eastern Plains Conference first team offense as a running back. He is going to attend University of Chowan as a running back next year. He led our team in rushing with 1,014 yards and 15 rushing touchdowns. He had 90 receiving yards in addition and 60 total tackles on defense. And we take this award, the name of this award, very seriously. It's the Iron Man Award. He's a great football player here, and he will be missed, Mr. Gartrell County. There's 3 more. The next young man was Eastern Plains Conference first team defense. He was Wilson Times All-Area. He was the Rocky Mountain Telegram Defensive Player of the Year. He led our team with 132 total tackles and 9 sacks. And I think he's got this award a couple of years. He'll be attending North Carolina A&T as the preferred walk-on next season. He's our Defensive Player of the Year. He's quite a ball player. It's Mr. James Smith. And the next young man, kind of a surprise for our fan base, I think. And he was so good, we finally got away from that double tight end football and had a permanent split. He was the Eastern Plains Conference unanimous Player of the Year, not offensive or defensive, but overall Player of the Year. He was Wilson Times All-Area. He already has 2 football offers, one up Division I, as well as I heard earlier he had a basketball offer. But he had 43 catches for 790 yards and 16 receiving touchdowns. He also was 3rd on our team in pancake blocks. So he beat out 3 starting linemen with 10 pancake blocks. Did a great job blocking. He's our Offensive Player of the Year. That's Mr. Keyshawn Porter. I'm going to announce our final award tonight, even though the young man's not present, because I think he has a pretty valid excuse for not being here. His brother's graduating from Wake Forest University tonight. Where we had a quarterback that was pretty special. And he was Eastern Plains Conference first team quarterback. He's Wilson Times All-Area. I don't remember a quarterback in recent Southwest history that passed for over 1,000 yards. But he did with 1,247 and 18 touchdown passes. His legs were pretty good. He ran for another 300 yards. He's an excellent punter. He's attending Barton College as a punter next year. He will be missed. He was so coachable, so solid, and that was Jalen Lewis, our most valuable player. Guys, thank you for everything this season. Go see our coaches get your t-shirt. Look forward to 2019.
These young individuals are nominated by the coaching staff. They are voted on by the varsity, head varsity coaches vote, and all faculty coaches vote. All right, this year's female athlete of the year was all conference, only a lady that was all conference in 2 sports. She played 3 sports. She played soccer, basketball, and volleyball. She was all conference in volleyball and basketball. She was also the 2nd district in in basketball with the Basketball Association. Anyway, this year's female athlete of the year voted by the coaching staff is Jada Back. Our male athlete of the year, he was all everything, all conference in football and basketball. He was 30 year in the conference in football, offense and defense. He's had a lot of scholarship offers. And the male athlete of the year is Keyshawn Porter. Congratulations to Keyshawn Porter, being male athlete of the year, and Jada Battle, female athlete of the year. Thank you. Good night.